Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. In today's video, I'm going to be giving a quick review on my ALMA BB Louis Vuitton handbag. This has been quite highly requested over on my Instagram page, so I thought I would just consolidate all the questions into this video and hopefully give you some insight into why I bought this bag, what I love about it, and perhaps if there are any negative points as well. The bag in question is here, and I keep her in her box. This is the Louis Vuitton ALMA BB. This bag comes in 3 sizes. This is the smallest size. This is the ALMA BB. It also comes in a size up from this, which is the ALMA PM, and it also has a large version as well called the ALMA GM. I bought this bag back in August time 2020. So this bag, when I bought it, was £990. I believe it's now 1,030. I know for a fact it's over £1,000 now, and that's only in less than 6 months since purchasing it. So this bag is constantly going up in perceived value and in actual value. I bought my ALMA BB at the New Bond Street Louis Vuitton. It's one of the bigger Louis Vuitton stores in London, and the reason I did that was for a couple of reasons. First of all, although I buy 80% of my items and wardrobe pre-loved, when it comes to spending a lot on a bag, I tend to want to buy them from the actual shop, just for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I think the actual experience is really special, and when I'm spending that much on a bag, I want to, enjoy the shop, enjoy the memories, the experience, bring along a friend, that kind of thing. Secondly, just for the authenticity point of view, I buy all of my clothes secondhand. Everything I'm wearing today, secondhand. However, with bags, and especially bags over £500, I really want to actually buy it firsthand. And I mean, maybe I'll change, but just for me and for my sense of security and peace of mind, I do like to go to the store and see the whole collection, try them on in store, and get something firsthand. Having said that, buying pre-loved designer is a really great way to buy handbags, especially if perhaps you want to save some money. Absolutely, I've done it with other items such as my Stuart Weitzman boots. I bought those pre-loved. But just for me personally, when it comes to bags in the 1,000 mark upwards, I like to buy them directly from the brand. The way that this bag came about, I think, is actually really interesting, and I love to know the history behind a bag's design. So this bag was originally, kind of according to sources, it was originally a custom order by Gabrielle Coco Chanel in 1925. Later on, in I think it was about 1934, Gabrielle gave permission to make this bag available to the public, and that is when this bag first kind of got into the hands of the public. So this bag has been around for almost 100 years, and it's still as stylish and as beautiful as ever. And this was actually my first ever really kind of luxury bag purchase. I'd previously bought bags by Mulberry and Coach and some of the still premium brands, but not perceived as luxury, if that makes sense. And I have got a video on my channel about bags that you can buy before really spending over £500 on a bag. This was my first ever bag that was close to the 1,000 mark, and this really is such a special bag to me. And I really researched into this bag because I wanted something that had the classic Louis Vuitton monogram. If I'm gonna get, my first Louis Vuitton handbag, it has to have the monogram on it. And it's also such a wearable bag. It's the perfect size for every day. It's timeless, it's beautiful, it's big enough for a day-to-day bag if you don't want to carry too much, and I'll get into the size in a minute, but it's also perfect for a night out. Now let me just quickly talk about what the bag comes with. So for the price I paid at the time, which was £990, you get the bag. You also get a padlock, which comes with a key here. There's a padlock that goes with it, which I often actually wear as a necklace. So I'll put a picture of what the padlock looks like. I've turned it into a necklace. And you also get the crossbody strap in the same leather tone as the handle and the base of the bag. It comes in a beautiful box, which is here, and also your dust bag, your authenticity card, etc, etc. For the heritage and the look and the quality of the bag, I believe that £990 was very, very reasonable. I mean, in terms of the luxury space, £990 on a bag is crazy. It's crazy expensive. But, you know, comparing to some of the other brands out there for the size of the bag and the wearability and the heritage of the brand, I think this was a really, really good first bag purchase. This was actually in my research phase for looking for my first high-end luxury bag. I went to Sophie Showett, who is my guru of luxury, and this was one of the bags that she recommended, and this bag has gone up and up in price, you know, since it's been in circulation. So I had to have my hands on this bag. So that's kind of a little bit about why I bought the bag, history of the bag. Let's go into the size. So this bag does look small, I'll admit. However, if you look at it from this angle, you can actually fit a lot in this bag. I've got an example here. So here is one of my little water bottles. This is a Prada water bottle. This was a gift from 2 of my colleagues. And this water bottle sits nicely in the bottom of this bag. So not only can you fit, you know, a full-size water bottle, an iPhone fits really easily inside. What's great about this bag as well is the zips open from almost the very bottom of the side of the bag. So you can, you know, it's not difficult to access inside. So if I just open it up inside, you can see I actually keep it stuffed with just a bag because I want it to keep its shape. But you can see when you open it up, it's actually really, really roomy. So if I just show you an example, because that was one of the big questions I had. I've got this water bottle that goes in there really easy. Like there's still loads of space in there. Phone, still so much space. So although it looks very, very sweet and small, it is a great day bag for fitting quite a lot of stuff in. Like, I'm only about this high up. Size-wise, love it. Let's talk about the handles. So what's great about this, I am a crossbody girl. I don't tend to hold bags top handle. I tend to wear them across my body. I find it more convenient, and also we'll talk about the patina in a minute because that is definitely going to happen to this bag. But in terms of wearability, if you are into that really kind of chic and top handle, you like to maybe carry something in the crook of your arm, you can do that. You can hold it by the handle, or if you like me, you can attach the crossbody strap. You can also buy individual straps at Louis Vuitton. I've got my eye on one of their guitar straps. I think it's about £450, so I'm probably not going to buy it just yet. But to give your bag, you know, a new lease of life, to wear it in multiple ways, which is what I like to do with the items that I buy, that is definitely on my list for the next couple of years. So size-wise and kind of functionality-wise, I think it's great. I love that it's got the zip all the way. It's got 2 zips as well. So it's a very, very, like, it feels very safe. It's not one of those bags that just has like a flap on it or like a piece of Velcro or something. It really does feel very, very, very secure, which is great if you are somebody that lives in a city or, you know, you're worried about things falling out. So really, really like that. Then I did just briefly touch on the fact that the handles on this bag, so I went for the monogram version. It does also come in the canvas damier version, which looks kind of like a chessboardy kind of print. As I say, I wanted the quintessential monogram. This was my first Louis Vuitton, and I wanted something that said, I've got a Louis Vuitton bag, and I'm happy to admit that. So this here is a cowhide leather. And I've researched into this as well, and over time it's very, very likely that the colour here is going to patina, which essentially means from the wear over time, from sun, from the oils on your hands, anything like that will eventually, unless you do things to prevent it, it'll eventually go like a darker tone, almost like a tan brown. At the moment, I've barely worn this because we've been in lockdown, but to protect it when I do go out, and if I am ever to use it as a top handle bag, I do have a little twilly scarf. This was actually given to me by my grandma, who has a vintage scarf page on Etsy, and it has the tones of brown in it, but just this really cute pink colour. You can get Louis Vuitton ones as well. They showed me how to effectively wrap it around the strap. So if the time comes that I think, oh, do you know what, I want to wear this just with the top handle and to, you know, avoid the patina going on to the handle and not onto the rest of the bag, etc., I will be using my twilly. But for the time being, I'm using a crossbody strap, so that's not an issue. I do keep it stored inside its dust bag. And after I use it, I tend just to wipe down the handle and the crossbody strap with just a dry cloth like this, just to make sure there's not any excess residue, you know, hand creams, hand sanitizer, oils from my skin penetrating into the leather. I do think with any bag that you buy, any luxury item, just thinking outside the box, how can I maintain this and keep it as beautiful as possible? I am aware that online you can actually customize your own ALMA BB. I was informed of that by one of my followers who was actually after a black version, which I thought was so cool. And if I'd have known I could do that, I probably would have. However, I do absolutely love the classic design. I'm very, very happy with it. I also did have my initials stamped into the bag. You can see here my initials are triple M. And the reason I did that was because this was not just a bag purchase to me. This to me was like an indicator to me that I'd worked really hard for something, and I know in my heart that I would never ever want to sell this, because this bag represents a time in my life that I really, really have fond memories of, and I know that for the rest of my life I will keep this bag whether or not it's considered trendy. This bag means something to me, which is what I love about investing in pieces of clothing, bags, jewelry, whatever it is that I'm investing in. So on this particular occasion, I did get my initials printed into this, and I'm really happy that I did. You can get it done in different colors. I went for the gold to match the gold hardware. If you are buying this bag and you potentially may sell it on, obviously don't do that. However, this bag really, really was a special purchase to me. It always will be, and therefore I knew that I would not want to sell this on. I think I've answered all of the main questions that I've had about this bag. I really don't have any regrets about this bag. I think it's going to continue to increase in value. I really do. I think it's such a timeless design. It is very, very wearable. It's also got the studs on the bottom, which is great, just to protect the bottom if you're, you know, ever putting it on a table, or just to protect it from scratching. The canvas that I went for is also great because, again, it doesn't, from my experience so far, doesn't really make it susceptible to scratching, which I think is great, especially for a bag that is a day bag. Before I finish up this video, I'll quickly show you just how I will be styling it when the time comes. So to attach the strap goes diagonally across the top of the bag. So you can see here where the handles are. And you just attach the strap on either side here, which sits so nicely. And I do really like the length of the strap actually. I'm very short, I'm only 5 foot. And even still, the bag does just sit right on my hip. Ideally, I would like to get a strap that will just have the bag sitting a bit higher as well, which is why I'm going to, at some point, invest in my own guitar strap. Let me know if you've got questions. I hope I've answered everything. If you are looking to buy your first ever Louis Vuitton handbag, I highly recommend this bag. It's very, very timeless, very, very functional, and I just really, really like it. I don't like to buy bags for trend. I like to buy bags as investment. I like to buy bags that I personally love, and I think this bag has been a really, really great investment. My next purchase, if you continue to follow me on here, will be the Givenchy Antigona bag. Hopefully by summertime I can buy that bag. I think there is a bit of a pressure to, especially in like the world of Instagram, to always have the latest bag. And personally, I don't like to shop that way. I like to choose something based on its design and its look, but also on its, you know, longevity in the world of fashion. Like, history repeats itself, and when you're buying something at this price, I really do hope that this bag's going to come round and round in waves of trendiness, because I want to get the most wear out of my bags, and I want to, you know, love them forever and not just buy them for like to love for a couple of months. And I know for a fact that this bag, even when I'm like 50, 60, 70, 80, is going to be amazing. And also, perhaps if I ever have kids, I could pass it down to a daughter or a son. So anyways, that is today's video. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know if you've got any questions down below. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and you can also find me on Instagram for like daily videos and bits and bobs like that. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch up with you very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
your boots.